Dear Bob Costas, the unfortunate death of Joe Van Belcher and Cassandra happened. I know your mumbo jumbo, something cockamamie wording is very precise and well meant. It is all NFL reviewed and teleprompted. I agree. Guns cause violence. The gun culture is out of control. It makes the government less in control. The government should control the people. Bloomberg has it right on the money. Take away the big extra large bubbly Slurpees and sodas. Everyone has to make sacrifices, so the government must take our spoons because spoons cause obesity. I'm taking your cue, your initiative. I'm turning my biggest spoon in. I'm sending it. I'm sending it to you so we can collectively fight obesity. Please forward my spoons to the proper authorities so they can melt it down. Posse comitatus, forget about it. Melt it down so the army can protect me on every street corner in America. Maybe make cameras, even tanks, out of these collective spoons. We have to ban spoons. They make us fat. Windows cause violence too. People throw people out of windows. Buses run over people. Trains run over people. Cigarettes kill people. Knives stab people. Bathtubs drown people. Bob, I'm so concerned. If you do have a bathtub, which I believe you don't, because you are a responsible adult, please, if you do, send it to the scrapyard. Melt it down. Send it to the military industrial complex so they can make guns to protect us on each street corner, just like in North Korea. The naysayers say that gun control is a ludicrous idea. The only people affected are the law-abiding citizens, and that anyone can buy a gun outside of legal channels. That's from Deb. I heard it on Fox News. I say, no, they're wrong. Guns cause violence. Spoons cause obesity. Spoons cause obesity. Joe Van Belcher couldn't have killed his girlfriend if he hadn't had a gun. He couldn't slit her throat. He couldn't have strangled her. He couldn't have poisoned her. He couldn't have drowned her in his pool. He couldn't have beat her to death or throw her off the house roof into the driveway. He had a gun. G-U-N. I have a spoon. And look at me. Look at me. It's called obesity. Obesity. I'm churning in my spoon. Bob, churn in your bathtub. It could have killed someone. She'd still be alive today. This gun culture makes me sick. Just like the Wild Wild West, Dirty Harry aspect of it. The macho man aspect of it. I gotta get my spoon. I gotta have that spoon. I gotta dig into that frozen cream flavored chocolate and cherries. Num num num. Tasty. That inner spoon's wrap. Yum yum yum. Yum 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 yum. Yum yum yum. Yum 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 yum. Yum yum yum. Yum 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 yum. Some people say some ridiculous stuff about me, and it really hurts. They call me Mr. Ravioli. That tender, meaty inside and smooth, doughy outside makes me just put my spoon so close to my heart. I'm out of shape. I'm not healthy the way I need to be. I need to get off that spoon. When I saw you at halftime on the NFL gun culture hating session, I saw an opportunity. I was like, yes! This is what hopefully what will turn my life around and get me going in the right direction. Bob, call in the spoons. Go on air and call them in. At least register them. I can do it. I gotta get rid of my spoon. I can do it. So can they. So can you. On CNN Fat Busters, the Japanese were told to slim down. Being fat is illegal in Japan. 36.6 inches is overweight. I saw this personally on YouTube. Companies and government agencies must now measure the waistlines of all employees and family members over the age of 40. Women over 33.5 inches and men over 35.5 inches are considered overweight. Why is this, may you ask? Why? Why are the Japanese so fat? Because along came the American hormone-less GMO fast food. Voila! The Big Mac. Large greasy fries. And a little aspartame bacteria feces Diet Coke. You need that aspartame. Yeah, baby. Total calorie count 1,300. That's more than 2 times the Fukushima radiation-enriched Japanese healthy fish and tofu meal has. It's called spoon culture. What's wrong with chopsticks? In Japan, they measure your waistline. In America, they should measure your spoon. They believe if one person suffers, everyone suffers. When I send my spoon in, I'll get chopsticks. That'll teach me. I have come to the conclusion that I refuse to live in a country that lets this happen. This large collective problem exists and has to be fixed. Look at the people in North Korea. They're not overweight. I bet they got tiny spoons or no spoons at all. When they get fat, they cry away the fat. Just like at their great leader's funeral. They cry and cry and cry for days on end. And they're not fat. On another note, in Israel, they don't have victim disarmament zones like they have at the USA schools. In Israel, everybody has lockers. Every school has lockers full of guns. I just don't know why terrorists stopped going there. Just makes you wonder. Bob, help us change this. Take our spoons and cash in at the recycling bin. Go to Governor Cuomo and turn our spoons into him. He can pay you for them. He can have a mandatory spoon buyback. So we'll have no more spoons. We'll use twigs. In this country, the attitude has got to change. This I'll get mine, you'll get yours, and the hell with everybody else has got to change. I mean, we have to stop this attitude toward each other and realize these are our fat cells. They're getting fatter this past decade. And if you treat it like that, man, honestly, I think that everyone collectively would have felt like that we would have change in this country. And professional politician figures would respond quickly. If people would just rise up and say, damn it, this is not the America I want to live in. This is too good a country to let this happen again. I'm not going to let this happen. I'm not going to watch another NFL game either after the next one of these spoon sessions occurs. I mean, Michael Moore should send in his spoon too. I refuse to live in a country that doesn't measure your spoons. As I said before, I'm not leaving. There's nowhere to run. So what can I do? It's got to change. And I invite all Americans who feel the way I do and I believe this is the majority, will help me change this. Help everyone change this. Bob, give this spoon to Governor Cuomo so he can mandatory buy it back from you, just like the guns. Melt it down. Make more tanks, bullets, and cameras, and drones to put on each and every street corner. Make sure we don't get fat. Signed, Sasha Poler. Yours truly, Sasha Poler.